Hi Geminis, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, Geminis, well, for starters, in your primary position, we have the Chariot card, and this is, you have two major arcana cards in your primary position, and then in your benefit and challenge position. So in your primary position, we have the Chariot, and this is a card, it can be a card of war, but it's more of a card of directed action. All right, knowing where you're wanting to go, having a strategy, having a map, and going for it. Okay, very swift action, directed action, and knowing what you want and knowing where you're going. Right, probably even have the results already mapped out. So very clear energy with respect to your love life, Gemini. You know what you want and you're going for it. And there's a sense of excitement here because in your challenge position and in your benefit position, we have the Fool. Another major arcana card. This means brand new beginnings, all right? New worlds, uncharted waters. Okay, you're very excited about it. You're very excited about this energy, very excited about these new beginnings. And as you're just going for it, you're excited about it. Okay? You may have a very specific plan of action. You don't know exactly what the results are going to be. You don't know what's going to be around every single corner, but you're very excited about it. You have a very light air about yourself and how you're approaching your love, right? Even if you're in a committed bond, you're wanting to make some changes, okay? You're wanting to start fresh, start anew, even with your current partner, all right? You want to bring out that freshness, that new love feeling, kind of get back to the honeymoon stage, and you know exactly how you're going to do it, all right? Beautiful energy to start July with. Now, as we come from June, we have another major arcana card. This is a card of hope. Okay, it's a Knight card, so your internal feelings about the situation, and she is filling up she's adding water to her pond. These are her emotions, and she's also watering the ground that she's standing on and kneeling on. So she's filling her emotional pool, and she's also filling her grounded pool. So she's feeling very grounded, but very hopeful that everything's going to be growing. Her emotions, and not only her hope, but the reality of the situation. She's hopeful that what she's putting into it, she'll be getting positive outcomes. This is the sense that you're having, and that's showing here also with the Fool card. Okay, you're hopeful that these new beginnings and this directed action that you have will have very good results. An excited energy. Now, what's grounding the Six of Cups? This is a card of nostalgia and good memories, looking back at the good times and smiling and laughing about it, remembering all the good times. And actually, since this is grounding you, and since you have these new beginnings and this directed action, you're wanting to get back to this place. Okay? You are hoping that you can get back to this good place. So I don't know if you're in your love life, if you have had, and you're wanting to start fresh with somebody, with your current partner, with a new partner. There's a lot of unknown here. There's fresh starts, but it's all based on memories. So you may actually be bringing somebody back into your life. And if you are in a committed bond, you're going to try to reignite these feelings. And what's grounding you, and what's the Ace of Cups, and this is a new energy, feeling completely fulfilled, feeling completely in love, overflowing with joy. You have a spiritual connection, and you actually are feeling as if the universe or spirit or God or whomever it is that you believe in is this external power. You're feeling like this person has been handed to you from them. All right, you feel that they are a gift in your life, and you're very excited about it. Even if you're in a long-term committed bond, you're really working to bring back this energy. Okay? I keep emphasizing if you're in a committed bond, because love relationships and love tarot readings don't always have to be about new relationships or getting people back into your life. They can just be new energies in your current relationship. Right? Based off of this grounding that you have, these good memories, you're breathing all of this back into your love life. Okay? If you are single, this could be a brand new person that's coming into your life. a water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, all right? And they bring all of these emotions to the surface for you. And as an air sign, Gemini, that's hard for you to do, is to recognize and really feel and accept these feelings for what they really are. Sometimes air signs can be a little bit reluctant to let themselves feel the emotions because you're so in your head, and you always try to place logic and reason to your emotions. And sometimes you just need to accept the emotions for what they are and be happy that they're there in your life. Okay. Now, again, the reason why I said this, if you're in a new relationship or you're dating and you're about ready to meet somebody new, and I was thinking they're a water sign, they very well may be, because here in your near future we have the King of Cups. This, again, is a water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. This is somebody that's very mature emotionally, very stable emotionally, very giving, and also very smart. Okay, this person is very creative and very smart. They like the sciences. They love the creative arts. They're either very good at it, or they understand it, or they like it. All right. So warmth, love, caring, and tenderness is what this card is all about. Okay. In your near future, that is a beautiful energy. Now, you may be so in love with them, or feel so connected to them, because remember I said you feel a spiritual bond with them. You may be so connected to them that you're already thinking this card in this position is how you feel about the situation. So they may have just completely swept you off your feet. And then here we have the Hierophant. This is another major arcana card. You have a lot of major arcana cards this month, Gemini. This card can mean a marriage alliance. So you are thinking that this person is long-term for you. If you're in a committed bond, right, you are, again, feeling this energy. You're back to the honeymoon stage, maybe wanting to renew your vows, maybe just communicate on a very emotional level to them how much you care about them. You may be attending spiritual services. This card can mean getting external advice from a spiritual advisor or a spiritual counselor. Okay, this is a very positive card, though. You're actually, how you're feeling about the relationship and where it's going is extremely future oriented. Now, how they are feeling about the situation, especially if they're a water sign. Water signs are very emotional, very sensitive, but they are also grounded in a sense. They like even flowing energy. They don't like emotional turmoil. Just like you, they can retreat if waters get rough. Okay, this card, Temperance, means self-management. Managing your emotions, right? Not getting carried away with your emotions. So this is how you may be feeling this way, but they may not be feeling this way just yet, all right? And if they are, they're not showing you. Self-management, okay? 1 foot in the water, in touch with emotions. 1 foot on the ground, in touch with reality, practicality, right? Moving their emotions very slowly from one cup to the next. Okay, lots of communication. We have very large wings here, which are indicative of the god of Mercury, which is the god of communication. So lots of good, beautiful communication, but lots of emotional and self-management too. This is how they are feeling about the situation. But very good. Okay, they're not holding back. They're just being practical and realistic about it. In your hopes and your fears position, you have the 9 of Cups. More cups, Gemini, all right? Very likely a water energy. This is the wish card. You feel that this person in your love life right now is fulfilling your wish, is fulfilling your wishes for love. Right? You're extremely happy. This is your hope and your fear position. So in terms of fear, this can be that you're almost a little afraid to get your hopes up too much because maybe it's so new. Maybe there's a lot of communication you still need to do. Maybe you're still working through some kinks in the relationship. But still, very hopeful, very positive, very connected, okay, very stable. They are very stable, and you're very hopeful about it. Right? You are feeling that this is your dream come true. in terms of your love life. All right. Now, this is going to be a pretty quick reading, Gemini, because it's so positive. Okay, it's very clear. You're hopeful. You're making directed action. You're not sure of what the outcome is, but it's a new beginning. All right. Even in a current bond, lots of good memories there. An ex could be coming back for you. You're feeling spiritually connected. They're grounded. You're very hopeful. You feel your wishes are coming true. And then in terms of your outcome, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is a card of application and study. Okay? This means in terms of your love life, study your relationship, study their actions, study the communication flow between the two of you. Watch it, learn their love language. All right? A lot of people don't talk enough about love languages, and it's extremely important. People always give love the way that they like to receive love. And that's not the right way to give love, because everybody receives love differently. And if you're giving love the way that you like to receive it, it doesn't mean that they are receiving it well, that it's being communicated effectively from you. Okay? Some people like gifts. Some people like words of affirmation. Some people just love to have you be there by their side and spend quality time with them. That's what makes them feel loved. Some people like to be told positive things about themselves or about the relationship. Okay? There are all sorts of different love languages, and you have to learn and analyze and listen to what your partner is telling you through their words, through their body language, and through their facial expressions about how they are receiving what you're giving them. Okay? They need to be doing it too. That's what this card is about in terms of your love life. Pages always are messenger cards, so there's messages coming your way, but it doesn't necessarily mean verbal messages. It's little cues, okay, that you're picking up on about how they're receiving your love. So test things. Give them stuff, give them presents maybe, give them words of affirmation, spend time with them, and really notice how they light up in certain ways when you do these things for them. Some people know exactly what their love language is, and they'll tell you, I need this. Okay? And as a love partner, it's your responsibility to recognize they are telling you what they need in order to feel loved, and it's your responsibility to give that to them. It's also your responsibility to understand what makes you feel loved, and it's your responsibility to communicate that to them, and their responsibility to give that to you. Okay? That's what this card is about. It's a big card for the outcome, because if you are in a new relationship, you have to learn their love language. You have to learn what makes them feel special to you. Okay? And they do also. Beautiful reading, Gemini. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Let's pull an oracle card. Spirit and universe, what are the overall messages and overall outcome and advice that you have for Geminis? The fairy who was kissed by the pixies. This says, listen to this and think about this page of Pentacles, okay? Love given, love received. Metaphorical open heart surgery. It says, what can I say here? Love, sweet love. Accept it, add to it, and pass it on. The presence of the fairy who was kissed by the pixies suggests giving and receiving love and intimacy in any wide variety of relationships. She gives notice that this is a time to open and heal our hearts. Different aspects of life may well be flowing happily together, healing separations and hurts from the past. Bonding may take place and deep feelings emerge. Change for the better may occur in all aspects of life, but especially in relationships, which may be deepening and becoming richer. You may be experiencing love therapy from opening the heart as new relationships begin and old ones develop. Enjoy. All right, Gemini, well, that was a very beautiful reading. I hope you like it. Thank you so much. Bye.